Hi, my name is Tony.
Hi, I'm Tracy.
My name is Tim.
My name is Christine.
One gentleman who really influenced me, I think, the most, and he'd probably be surprised that I would say his name, but Tom France has been a real big influence on me in my walk with Christ. I can remember sitting upstairs in the rooms with him on Thursdays, mending nets, and just listening to what he had to say, and hearing his story, and hearing how a lot of my story went with his story, even though that we were totally different. Our journeys seemed to be the same. He seemed to be a man of extreme integrity. He seemed to be a very honest man and a very caring man. You know, I know it's probably an old cliche, but I remember sitting and looking at him and saying, you know what, I want what he's got.
In Wesley, he's very strong and he's very into God, and he inspires me in that way of living the free life of worries and stuff. I just want to feel that. I just want to feel the love that I should have for myself and my family and others.
And there's one man that specifically does kind of stand out here that's been a big help in my journey with this walk with the Lord Jesus, and that's Don Lytle. To be kind of honest, I didn't really know where Don was coming from because he wasn't the same Don that I knew back in 1993. And the guy had something in him that really kind of kicked a spark to me, because I've always listened to Don. He's always had my best interest in heart. He's never led me astray. He's always given me good guidance and wisdom. And I called Don prior to coming out here, and he was sick and he couldn't make it. Don told me to talk to his son when I got there, and it just blew me away. I sat in the very back row and I listened to this guy up there talking, and I knew who his dad was, and just seeing the grace and the calmness and the peace and the serenity and the tranquility that Donnie was up there talking about, it's like something drew me like a magnet.
When I was 10th grade in high school in New York City, I was in class and we had a sub, and the whole class was just cutting up, including myself. I was jumping over the desk and just acting a fool. There was a young lady in my class who was sitting quietly at her desk, and it stuck out to me like a sore thumb, and I went over to her and started talking. And I asked her why she was sitting so quietly, and she said she was a Christian and she was doing what she was supposed to be doing. And it just really, really got my attention.
I still feel very blessed that God used him to inspire me to do some of the things that I'm now doing. And I know I've got a long way to go, and we'll continue to learn and continue to grow, but Tom was very instrumental in my growing process. And not only my sobriety, but also in my walk with Christ.
I got saved last Sunday to live a new life and to bring God into my life.
We became friends, and she gave me the gospel and I got saved.
As soon as I left there, it was just the most uplifting, amazing, cleansing, spiritual feeling that I've ever felt in my life, because like I said, I thought I was unforgiven of all the things that I've done in my past, and I couldn't never be forgiven. I was an exception of the power of the Lord. And I found out that wasn't true, because when I went out of there that night, I was on top of the world, you know, without fellowship, without mending nets program and the people that are out here in this church. I don't think that I'd be alive to this day. And the people that have come into my life in this short journey since March, I don't think I'd be here. And I'm just grateful that they're here, and I'm continually looking forward to moving on and see what the next adventure is that the Lord brings me.